Hi everyone and welcome to another quick video on the Nikon D500. I will tell you now that this camera is absolutely stunning to hold. I've had a little time with it now and I've been playing with it and I just thought I'd share my thoughts. Now, as this is just a quick video, you're not going to see anything, but at the weekend I'm going to show you some images taken from it. I'm going to show you some ISOs. I'm going to show you some images compared to the D750. So we can have a look at, sorry, I'm just looking at my app on the floor. I'm shooting with a G7 at 4K. It is pitch black in here. I'm using a YN600 video light. You may hear the kids upstairs, but unfortunately, as I work through the day, this is the only time I get to do videos, but the microphone is just here on my collar, so I should be much louder than they are, but you may hear them every now and then. But anyway, so yes, I will say that the Nikon D500 is a stunning camera. Somebody did ask a question, would you choose it over the D800? Now, I actually will not answer that question, because if I answer that question, then we're going to have 1,000 comments underneath. Well, I'll never get 1,000 comments, but we'll have comments underneath of people going, no, this is this, this is that. And plus, my channel's not about that. But what I will do is advise you on what I think and why my YN600 video light fans have just kicked in right at this moment in time. And I'll just advise you on what my findings are and what I think, and then you can make your own choice. I'd never want anybody to make a choice, buy something and then go, John, you twat, you made me buy that and it's an absolute load of junk. What I will do is I'll show you images, I'll show you video, although I think video is a no-brainer. The D500 does 4K, so if you want 4K, D500, end of story, finished. If you're a sports photographer, then I still think the D500 would be a better camera than the D750 or the D800. But as I'm a wedding photographer / videographer, and yes, I could use the Nikon D500 for weddings, videos, but I don't think I'm gonna, because I've got the Panasonic cameras at the minute and we're using GH4s and G7s and they're absolutely stunning. When I look at the 4K quality coming off the G7 or the GH4 and then I look at it coming off my new DSLR D500, I can't see a difference. I cannot say, I think the dynamic range is a little bit better on the Nikon, but then it, the GH4 and the G7 just record video outstandingly in a nice little tight package. So I don't think I'm going to change them just yet. I would love the Sony for the low light performance, but I just can't do with all the limitations and the overheating and stuff like that. I think if you're paying £2,000 for a camera, £3,000, then you should just hit record and smile away while it records, not start going, oh my good lord, in 10 minutes it's going to get out. That's just no good to me. But anyway, so back to the Nikon D500. The focus system's outstanding. You've got your dual memory card slots. You've got 4K video, which is good. You've got the new you've got better ISO performance. You've got the new AF tune for your lenses, which I don't know how good that is yet, but I will definitely do a video on it when I've used it. But I don't want to comment on it without using it first. But we will be doing a video on that shortly. And obviously, you've got a much newer camera and a newer sensor. Will it beat the D800? I'd say in a lot of situations, no problem. It'll beat it hands down. But for image quality, I cannot really say that. I've never used a D800. I have had a D810 and the image quality was stunning. I bet the D750's image quality is also brilliantly stunning. And I think the D800 will be pretty much the same, to be fair. But will the image quality be as good coming from the D500? I ain't got a clue. But what we will do is, this weekend I will do a video, different ISOs and even ISO 100, and I'll underexpose them 5 stops, and we'll lift the dynamic, we'll test the dynamic range, although it probably won't happen in one video, but at the same time I will take all the shots ready for a follow of 3 or 4 videos coming up, and we'll just give it a caning and see if the sensor can nowadays, especially in this day and age, keep up. Now, obviously, I don't ever think it'll be as good because the full frame sensor is bigger. It's as simple as that. I mean, it's, you know, it's 1.5, it's 50% bigger or something like that. So it's going to capture more detail, but depending on what screen you're looking at and what zoom range you're looking at, you might never tell the difference on a print on your wall. But we will have a look this weekend. And obviously I'm not going to tell you which way to go. If it was me, I'd maybe wait and look at a couple of reviews and look at some of the things that I'm going to do. Other people have done tests. They probably aren't going to do them as in-depth as I am because my tests are always in-depth. Some people may not like it. If they're very clued up, they might get bored and want to go to sleep. But people who actually want to see in-depth tests to see if they would like the D500 or the D800 or D750 or whatever, I'll enjoy watching it. But I can tell you now, off the bat, if you're used to shooting APC size sensors and you want one, then you won't go wrong with the D500. It's the best camera. In fact, it's the best camera I've ever felt, period. The D810 was a good camera as well, though, to be honest, to hold in your hand. But the D500 just, it kills the D750. The D750 feels like a little Kinder Surprise toy in comparison, but don't let that fool you, because the D750 is an absolute dog's nuts camera. It's absolutely stunning, and that's why, even though I had it a year and a half ago and sold it, sorry, I didn't sell it, I took it back because of the flare issue, because I got it when it near enough come out, more or less. I always vowed that when they sorted it, I would get another because I absolutely loved the camera. Canon, won't ever go back to Canon again because I think Canon are just completely poo. Canon, I'll tell you what Canon remind me of, Apple. They remind me of Apple. They come on and they announce all this stuff, but they're actually showing you stuff that's years old. Like Apple, Tim Cook, strutting stage. Look at this, look at this. Metal in the new OS X Sierra, 50% faster. I've tested it and it's actually 50% slower. I've not seen any increase. But they're just really good at talking the talk and talking bullshit, and people believe it and then go out and buy Apple products. But most Apple products are actually out of date, especially the stuff in them. I'm not saying the 5K screens are out of date, but the stuff in them are old. I mean, like i5 processor has been out since my nana, my great nana, and they're still putting it in and bringing it out every year and singing and dancing about it. So, and Canon's very same. Bring the Canon 80D out, no 4K video. What? In 2016? No 4K video? Absolutely, really. I mean, and the GH4's been doing it years. The Panasonic G7 is 380 quid, brand new. Don't know what that is in US dollars, so if any Americans are watching, I'm sorry, but £380, and it does 4K video, and it's as good as what's coming off the Nikon D500, because I've put them side by side, and I think that the Panasonic G7's equally as good, if not, in fact, it's probably a bit punchier, but that'll be just the codec, just slightly more. I actually like the flatter look of the D500, but side by side, they're both stunning quality. You can crop them in 50-60% when you downscale it to 1080p. But anyway, that's going into a rant. I'll leave this video for now, and I'll see you over the next coming few weeks. We'll really put this D500 to the test, and we'll put it real head-to-head next to the D750. You may be seeing a lot of videos in this environment, obviously not when I'm on the computer, because I can only do them on a night when the kids are in bed, and as you can still hear, they're still messing about and running about, but that's the story. Thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe.